Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are hanging out in the house because, as you can see, it is bloody cold out there this week. Absolutely freezing out. We are about 10 degrees Celsius below normal. Normally this time of year, our nighttime lows are about +5 Celsius. They have been down to like -5. So it definitely snowed a few times. I shoveled the snow. I threw it in the pond. The pond like froze solid. It's a good thing the koi aren't, well, no, it didn't freeze solid because it's 3 feet deep. But it's a good thing the koi aren't still in there in that mess. The slush is like frozen on top. But the other day I was working in the greenhouse, and it could have been snowing even that day. But anyways, it was so nice in there. All the orchids were in bloom, and it's so wonderful to be able to see all these blooms and everything. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring them inside and make a display so I can enjoy it in here for a while. I used to do that all the time, but I stopped just when Emmett was born and stuff like that for the last couple of years. I haven't made any orchid displays in the house, but we are going to do one of those old-fashioned orchid display in the hallway videos. So let's move over to the hallway and have a look at and see what I did. All right, so there's my little nook there. And so it's like a perfect spot for displaying something. We usually have some kind of like fake plant there or something like that because it has no natural light, but it is lighted. But yeah, it's just a good little display area. You can see my son's artwork on the wall there, but let's just walk up to it a little bit closer. And so the blooms never last as long in the house. I realize that, but I thought, you know what, since I'm not in the greenhouse anyways, I might as well enjoy them for a shorter period of time than try to, then not enjoy them at all, basically. So I just want to show you what I brought in. I just like grabbed a bunch. I put them in a tray. I didn't do a whole lot of decorating, but this could have been like done up maybe because it's Christmas with some garland in front of it or something to hide this tray. Would have been nice. And I have just sort of been using it as a humidity tray. It's dry now, but I keep just like a trace of water in the bottom there, so when I water these plants, it just sort of fills the tray, just like a little bit to keep the humidity up in this area. I also have a spray bottle here just to try to keep these guys a little bit more humid, because in the winter with heating, things do dry out really quickly. So I just give it a little bit of a spray, not enough to wet the walls or anything like that, but that bottle just sort of tucked in behind the display. But why don't we just go through a few of these guys? So they're already looking a little worse for wear. Some of them weren't perfect to start with when I brought them in. This is a BLC Lady's Favorite. It is a Cattleya type. It was blooming on my top shelf there. We have a nice sort of culminaria. It's on its way out too. It's amazing actually looking at these now, how fast the house does take the blooms away. Could be because they're growing in high humidity, and then bringing them in here, it's so low humidity in comparison. A nice Wilsonaria over here. It's an orange flower, which is kind of nice. Right up above us, in the biggest pot, I have a Brasidium, and there's 2 spikes. I didn't stake them, so they're just sort of a pendant hanging plant. I sometimes, most of the time, don't stake. I find the blooms too late, or find the spikes too late, and they're already like hanging down in the greenhouse and stuff like that, but I like the natural look to it anyways. What else do we have in here? Behind it, actually blending in with it, is another sort of culminaria type. I'm not exactly sure. It is just a hybrid, but a little bit smaller flowers than a culminaria, but nice and yellow. There's a nice shot of the Wilsonaria. That's an Oncidium intergeneric hybrid as well. Culminaria again. A nice Cattleya here. Let's get in the shot for you. That one is Little Mermaid, BLC Little Mermaid. What else? You can see back here I put a Sherry Baby. Let's straighten the tripod up and try that again. So that's back there too. So anyways, yeah, this quick little, being cold outside, I brought the display into me. There's one other one that's faded down here. We won't spend a whole lot of time on that one, sadly. That is one of my favorites, though. That was the Mahalo Jack. It blooms 4 times a year for me, and it has amazing, amazing smell to it. So I thought I would try it. But yeah, I just sort of rounded up. It's amazing. It's amazing how much stuff you can find in the greenhouse in bloom. And I could switch these out now. I know there's some other stuff blooming already in the greenhouse, but yeah, I just wanted to show it to you. So that is my orchid display in the hallway for Christmas. And yeah, I'll probably do it up a little bit better. Put some, it'd be nice to have like that in a nice pot there instead of just a black pot, and hide the tray and that sort of thing, but gives a nice burst of color in the hallway here on dark, dreary winter days. So anyways, I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.